assignment, and then I just had to do it. So now that built my confidence. I am telling you, standing in front of people is not easy as you think. Like, if you think that standing in front of people and you haven't actually stood there and you think it's easy, no, it's not. It's not easy. Hey boo bang. Hey. Okay, before we get into this video, I was really contemplating on whether I should call you guys the Tiwa Nation or Tiwa Gang. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna go down in the comment section and then you tell me. Okay, you're gonna tell me what you're cool with. Do you guys think I should call you the Tiwa Nation or the Tiwa Gang? Okay, so do make sure you comment down below what sounds good to you, what sounds good. Me personally, I think Tiwa Nation is quite cool, you know, the Tiwa Nation. Okay, so if you're new to my channel, please make sure you do follow me on Instagram at Tiwa_bar Anna, and make sure you do subscribe to my channel so that you can join the Tiwa Nation or the Tiwa Gang like it. So today I'm gonna be talking about my self-confidence journey. Like, you know, everybody wants to be confident, everyone wants to be that girl, everyone wants to be that boy, you understand what I mean? So I'm gonna be telling you guys like how my confidence grew over the years. And let me just a disclaimer, I don't think I have reached that level where I'm like, yeah, my confidence is at like 100, you know, but when we are talking about confident people, I know I do qualify. I qualify. So of course I'm not yet there yet, but I am on my road to being 100% confident, of which I don't know if that's possible to be 100% confident, but I know that I am at the moment. So basically, a lot of people, like my friends, how did I know that I was confident? Like, a lot of people, my friends, my family, sometimes they do ask me like, where does your confidence come from? Like, girl, you be doing too much. And I'm like, wow, you know what? That's just the way I am. Like, I can't really change who I am. That's just another thing. Like, my confidence grew over the years and I can't do anything about it because that's who I am now. You know, the person that you are right now is a product of the person who was in the making over these few years that we have passed. So if you are a product of, you know, this process of being confident and all that, maybe you are not yet there like me. I'm not yet like really there, but I know that I'm going somewhere. So don't feel some type of way if you're not really a confident person, because I was once there. Let me tell you like a backstory of how I was like when I was young. So if you think that I was always a confident person, then baby girl, you're wrong. Okay, so I still remember like back in primary school in like grade 1 crash, like when I was starting school and all that, I wasn't really a confident person, you know. I never used to be that kid where like you know, those children when they're still young, they'll be going at assemblies doing the most, like they'll be already presenting. No, I wasn't like that. I was always that child who is it's either I'm alone or I was a loner actually, if I come to think of it. I wasn't really like that person who is always out there. No, of course right now I'm still like, I am an introvert, but that doesn't stop me from being confident. So I was always that girl who is always like, you know, on the bench. I was always like not really out there, not always talking in the class. No, I wasn't that girl. And then as like progressed, and I still remember in grade 5, that's when I started to see my confidence building up. And I think that was caused by like the type of friends that I was associating with, because I still remember we had this other girl, you know, in primary school people always have that girl who is like a bossy girl and all that. So in our group we had that girl who was a bit bossy, and apparently I was like the second boss. I was the second little boss in that group. So when she transferred from our school now, so that means I had to take charge. I had to be, I had to be the boss, So now, because always like in a group, there are always those guys who always conform. Like they're never the leaders. They never think of ideas of what to do. And there's always that one friend who is always like, let's do this, let's do that. And the rest we just follow. So now I was that boss in the group. So from then, someone actually told me that, "Go, you'll be doing too much. You'll be bossing around and all." And I was like, "No, I don't do that. Like, it's just that my friends, they just see me as a boss. So what it wasn't my fault." So now, when I was in grade 7, this is like the last year of primary school. So at this moment, that's when I didn't okay, so like when we used to have like class discussions where somebody has to go, like class presentations where somebody has to go in front of the class and then they have to like present their work and all that, I wasn't doing that. I don't know, maybe I was still like, when a chick is still in its eggshell, it needs in the egg. It has to like break out when it's mature enough, like when it's time for it to go out. So I feel like I was, so yeah, I mean, grade 7, I was still not at that juncture where I'm like, yo, I'm gonna go there and be the girl. And I still remember, like at that time I didn't know that I had the talent of also singing, and I knew that, I knew that I was that somebody who wanted to sing. Like it was really in my heart, but maybe I used to sing, but I just never knew I could sing. Like I was still a chick in the making, I was still an embryo, that kind of a thing. So now, there used to be some girls who used to go on assemblies and they used to sing. Like I really used to love it, but me to go there, nah, I ain't doing that. So now, I'm in Form 1 now, high school. So high school, I also meet a bossy friend. Yo, so shout out to you, Ropa, if you're watching this, okay? So I meet this bossy friend and then we are bosses together because I was a boss in primary, right? So now we are bossing together and all that. So I think that's how I grew also my confidence, because when you're like a boss type of friend, when you're bossy, most of the time your confidence will actually be, because you're always the, so I'm not proud of it. Like I'm not proud to be, that bossy, whatever, but it is what it is. That's just how it was, So now, I still remember this at the time when we need, in our church, we needed some, they actually needed to grow their choir, their praise and worship. So because I always had that zeal in me, like, I always wanted to sing, but I never knew that I had the talent. Like I just never knew. And then the pastor was like, who wants to join the praise and worship, whatever. And then I just raised my hand from nowhere. Like I just raised my hand. Do you know, I feel like the way I grew was me facing my fears, because I was never that person who used to want to go in the front. Of course, when you're in the praise and worship, you have to like stand in front of people and then you start singing and all that. So I found that like I wanted to really like face my fears. Just like, nah, I'm just gonna do it anyway, So I had to make up my mind. I was just like, and they're like, oh, and I was still young at that time, and then I joined the praise and worship, all that. So now I started singing in church. Oh, okay, I was now singing, and of course, like the first days I was so scared. Like I was scared, but I just used to face my fears. I still remember being told that, yo, you're singing this Sunday. Like, of course, the day before Sunday, like on Saturday night and all that, I'll be so happy, like, yo, I'm gonna sing. And then when Sunday comes, baby, go, I'll be shaking. I'll be shaking, you know. So and then I would just have to do it because, you know, it's an assignment, and then I just had to do it. So now that built my confidence. I am telling you, standing in front of people is not easy as you think. Like, if you think that standing in front of people and you haven't actually stood there and you think it's easy, no, it's not. It's not easy, because like all eyes will be on you. All eyes. And when I say all eyes, I mean all eyes. So it wasn't easy for me. I still remember it took me years to actually be confident in front of people. Even now, sometimes I do shake, but I just like I just face my fears. That's just how it is. So when you want to be a confident person, you have to know that you have to face your fears. That's the bottom line of facing your fears. When you feel like you can't walk past a group of boys when you're walking on the road, do it anyway. That's how you're going to grow your confidence. Do you know, when you do something over and over again, it becomes a behavior, and that's how you build your personality. So when you find yourself being scared of doing something, do it anyway, because that's how you're gonna grow. That's just how you're going to be confident. So now I'm in this position where I have to be singing to people, I have to be ministering to people and to God as well. So at this point, I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna, you know. So now it's never really a nerve-wracking thing. Like, of course, sometimes I do feel some, but it's now never like before. Now I can actually go in front of people and I just sing confidently. Even now, like, this YouTube thing is not easy for some people. Just looking at the camera and talking to yourself, it's not something that's easy for some people. But if you have confidence, that's how you're able to do it. So I don't want to go over and over again, but I just want this video to be snappy and short. And also, I had to go through my videos that I have done in the past, and I was like, yo, I wanted to self-reflect before I do this video. I was just like, you know what, let me see how I was a year ago, a month ago, 3 months ago. So I think my first video was like 5 months ago, I don't know. So I was like, let me go and watch that video and see how I was. Like, I just want to see. So self-reflection is also a good thing, because you will see that you are now improving, and you will be like more confident, because you'll be like, yeah, I'm making progress and all that. So I watched my video and I was like, wow. Well, confidence was there, but I was just like, I didn't really like the way I was in the camera. Like, I really, at that moment, I felt like I was doing the most, you know. But now that I'm watching the video, I'm like, go go. So what are you doing? So yeah, self-reflection is really a good thing, even when you want to see how you have been, like, in terms of, let's say you want to achieve a certain goal on your skin. Like, maybe you have pimples and you're trying to clear up your skin. Of course, you have to look at your older pictures for you to see the progress. And when you see the progress, you are definitely gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna keep on going, because the more you reflect is the more you want to keep going. That's just how it is. So the more you reflect on the person you were before, is the more you will grow in your confidence. That's when you will see that you will find a motivation in that. Like, you literally find a motivation and you keep on going and going. Anyways, guys, I don't want this video to be too long, and if you like this video, please do make sure you like it. And I think my next video, well, it's gonna be a surprise, guys. But anyways, see you guys. Make sure you de-quarantine, because we are in a moment of what is it called, this COVID-19 thing. So make sure you're safe, guys. Wear your mask, do what you're supposed to do, you know. If you have to self-isolate, guys. And guys, okay, I don't want to call you guys, like, I don't know why I always say guys. I think it's watching too many YouTube videos. You know, they always say guys, guys. But I want to call you the Tiwa gang or the Tiwa nation. So like I said, comment down below. Tiwa gang, Tiwa nation. Which one do you want? Which one do you want? Anyway, see you guys. Bye.